welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Carrington. Not your first time here, you've been here a few times, but haven't subscribed, I absolutely invite you to do so. If you have been here, you've subscribed, hi, welcome. I'm so glad you guys are back for another video. In today's video, we are going to just be playing around with some makeup. I just kind of wanted to do like a fun spring summery type of look. I haven't really used the Strawberry Shortcake palette, so I was wanting to do, oh, they're numbered. How lovely. Set of shade names, they're numbered. Something like pink, and then maybe like some green on like the lid is what I'm thinking I want to do. We have like this lip combo from them that I haven't tried. There's just so much that I want to try. I want to do like a really nice, pretty summery type look. So if you guys are excited to see what we create, then definitely keep on watching. So I like to start with my eyes, and I finally have you zoomed in without having to like remind myself mid-filming. Who am I? Who am I? I don't even know. So I know I want to do something a little bit more pink on the eyes. So I'm going to start off with shade number 2 right here. It has very cute imprinted on it. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit with my brush. It doesn't seem like a lot of product's getting on the brush, so we'll see. Okay, it's not bad. Yeah, it just doesn't really seem like a lot of product is picking up on the brush, which is odd for Glamlite. I feel like I really don't have to dip in a lot to get a good amount of pigment, but that's okay. I feel like we're going to end up looking kind of like a watermelon, but sometimes you just have to look kind of watermelon-y. So we're just gonna work on that. I think that's starting to look pretty decent with that. Just needing to layer it a few times. So I want to try to use as many colors as like humanly possible. So what direction do I want to go? I know I wanted pinky, but there also is like a little red here. Maybe we could do the red on the lower lash line. So I'm going to go into this shade next. I'm just going to keep with that same brush. Honestly, just try to use the minimal amount of brushes that you can. I'm just going to focus that in like the crease area. Now this shade I didn't have to dip into quite as much as the first, and I feel like I still got a lot of like really good product off, and it's like the payoff is good. Like I don't think I'll need to go in a second time, and if I do, it'll only be for a little bit, but honestly I think this is perfect. Just perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I don't care if we bring it down on the lid or not to help blend it. So then for my outer corner, I'm going to go into the shade that's like right next to it, this very last shade. And I'm going to pick that up on a brush and just start tapping that in. I don't know if this provides quite the depth I was wanting. Let's add a little bit of the darker green to it as well. Oh, interesting. Okay. Alright, let me pick up some more of the green. There we go. Yeah. I feel like it was turning another color I wasn't quite ready for, or didn't think would go quite as well. But I really like this. I really like having the green just right there on that outer portion. Let's start off with the darker green shade right there. I'm going to pick a little bit up. That's so pretty. I'm going to focus that on like the center to outer portion of my lid, bringing it a little bit over into the matte. It doesn't need to go all the way over. Just like so. Then we'll go into this green shade right here. Well, okay, let's swatch because we have two other green shades. So we have this green shade. We have this. I think I'll go in with this and maybe use this one for like the inner corner. I think is what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to start tapping that in. Need to probably get a little bit more. Just kind of marry the two together. Just kind of like so. So now I'm going to move on into the priming of the face. We've got liner and lashes on. I feel like it's coming together. It looks pretty good to me. We'll see how the rest of it goes. So I want to use some of this stuff from LYS. I'm just kind of trying to use as much of the products from them that I have. Because I really, really like the brand. I think it's really great for like summer, things like that. So I want to use this, but I want to use this the same way like I would use my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. See how much I like that. So first things first that I want to do is I would like to take a pore filling primer. So I'm going to go in with my Glowish Pore Jam. That's not what it's called. Blur Jam. At least I knew it was something jam. Okay, we just got to give credit where credit's due. So I'm going to take, starting off just like a little bit, and put it in my hands and start applying like all over the face. Only just like a little bit more. Almost like this is the e.l.f. Putty Primer. I haven't really tried this technique with anything other than the e.l.f. products, so I'm just seeing if maybe I can make it work with other products that I have. You know, you never know. Okay. So that is on. You're supposed to like set it, let it like dry for a second before you go in with anything else. Then we're going to move on into the LYS Secure Skin Gripping Serum Primer with niacinamide AHA. I'm just going to shake it up a little bit beforehand. Make sure we just get everything nice and activated, really. I mean, honestly. Okay. Out it comes. Whoops. And just start to apply this to the face. This is not near as sticky as like the actual e.l.f. I want to call it the Putty Primer. But what is it called? Power Grip Primer? Watermelon Primer? Like all those primers. It just doesn't really feel as sticky. Because this one I can rub in. But with the e.l.f. I feel like it's just so sticky I can't really rub it in. So, you know, okay. And then from there you are to take, while this is still on, I need to remove some of my makeup apparently. I didn't get it all. Just set the face with the setting spray of your choice. And let that dry. Alright. Now that my face is nice and sat, it still feels sticky. A little bit more matte, but still full and plump. So not necessarily exactly the same as the e.l.f. products, but we'll see how well like the foundation and everything sets on top of it. See if there's a difference. So we're going to go into the LYS Triple Fix Serum Foundation with hyaluronic acid, turmeric, and ashwagandha. So I'm going to use that. I like to put some on the back of my hand. I put one pump. Take a sponge. Start blending it out to the back of your skin. Place this kind of all over the place. And then just start blending everything out. This is probably one of my all-time favorite foundations as well. I really like it a lot. Like a lot. I don't know what else there is to really say, Petunia. Oh, I love the name Petunia. Me and my best friend call each other Petunia. Or I was like, Petunia? Petunia? What are you doing? And anyways, or Idalia. Don't know what to tell you, Idalia. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Petunia. But anyways, so yes, this is just like a really good serum foundation. It provides some coverage. Just looks really good on the skin. Just sinks right in. I don't have any issues with this foundation. I will say though, you do kind of have to be a little bit finicky on what concealer and stuff you use. or concealer, primers and stuff, I have noticed that sometimes the incorrect primer with this can really, really mess things up. I don't know what it is, but makeup is makeup. Then I'm going to go into this Tarte Shape Tape Double Duty Beauty Ultra Creamy Concealer. Just going to add like a dot here, a dot here. Tarte Shape Tape is generally like a really thick, full coverage. And so for my under eyes, I don't need all that much. All right. Just like so. And I think that looks pretty good. So I put this box, so my deck has like sliding doors and it has curtains, and my cat likes to find where the curtains separate, you know, like this half versus this half, so she can look out it. So I put a box there, and she is currently in her box sunbathing in the window. It's the cutest thing ever. I love her so much. So now we're going to go on into the Elvive Cream Bronzing Stick. I love this cream bronzer. This is such a good cream bronzer. If you have ever needed to find a good, yet affordable, where you still get a good amount of product, cream bronzer, LYS, my friends, LYS. But be very careful because a little bit goes a long way. Like the most. And the tip is pretty good for nose contour because it's got that really nice pointed end. You can really get in there and like get your nose snatched. And then we're just going to take our time, just blend out. I mean, do you see how easily it just blends? It just blends, and it blends like a dream. Ho, ho, ho. Almost like Santa, right? Such a good dream. When you wake up Christmas morning and all your gifts from Santa are just right there underneath the tree. Then you become an adult and realized that was not the case. You had to do the shopping. But LYS products are so good, you would think that Santa was still real. For blush, I want to go in with this Danessa Myricks. I've already tried a couple shades, but I got this in Prima Donna, and I feel like this would go perfectly with what we've got going on the eyes. This is seriously one of my favorite blush formulas. So I'm just going to take my sponge, dip into it, start tapping off on the back of my hand, because honestly, I like tapped in once. And do you see this? Like the amount of just like pigmentation it has. It's wild. So it's wild how good it is. So good. And it just like lays down into like this really pretty like powder as well. Honestly, I mean honestly, could you have expected anything less? So good. So good. Just so pretty. Oh, I love it. Then for highlighter, because I do like a little bit more shine than what I've got, I'm going to go into this LYS one. I'm going to squeeze out just a little. This is in the shade Brave, and this is what they claim is their lightest. So, you know, it's fine, I guess. But I like to focus that like right over in here. A little bit on the bridge of my nose, tip of my nose. Then I kind of like to go in the center, just like a little bit, add a little bit more glow. Just like just a shizzle. So I'm ready now to kind of start focusing on my lower lash line. So I want to go ahead, take that darker shade that we tried to line with earlier, and that's what I'm going to take to kind of line like the outer third of my eye. Kind of like so. So it should kind of match up where that match up where the green is. Okay. Then I'm going to take another brush. I'm going to go into that red shade right here. Take that on a little bit more of a fluffier brush. I'm just going to start smoking that out a little bit. So then for my inner corner, I want to actually, I was going to go into this shade, but I really think I want to go into kind of this shade where it's like a little bit pink, kind of some blue, but green in there also. So I feel like that can tie like everything together for it being in like the inner corner. So that's what I'm going to do. So from here, I'm just going to go ahead and set my face. Get it a little bit damp, which is just what I like to do. Take the side of the sponge we didn't use for the highlighter and just kind of start at the center and press outwards to kind of give it a little bit more of an ability to like sink in to the skin, blend anything out that maybe wasn't well blended, which, you know, whatever the case may be. So from here, it's literally just brows and lips. I'm not going to set my face or anything. I've been loving doing that, not setting my face. It eliminates a ton of steps for me, and I feel like my skin looks good without having to set all of that. Now, if you have oily skin, if you prefer to set your face, 1000% do. I did a video previously where I literally wore the makeup all day for like 12 hours, and it looks good. It looked good. It looked good. So I'm going to do my brows off of camera. Do your brows however you like. And then we'll come back and I'll see what I think of this lip combo option. We may try something else. We'll find out. So the final thing to do, and let me just tell you, I got 1000% so sidetracked. So sidetracked. For like over an hour. Hi, ADHD. How are you? Hi, how are you? And also, that is not a joke for being like, you don't have ADHD. I do. I just got the diagnosis. Yeah, I had to wait a year for testing. Got the testing. Had to wait 3 months to get the results. And the testing was like an all-day testing. It was wild. Finally did. So, okay. I just got sidetracked. So, I want to try out this like little lip combo. What is this? Oh, it has a cat on it. That's really cute. My son loves cats. Does it tell you? Is one like a liquid lip? Like, what's going on here? So there's a lipstick. This just says lipstick. It doesn't say liquid lipstick. And then there's a lip gloss. So is it? Oh, okay. It is like a lipstick. The way it looks, I thought almost like it was going to be like a liquid lipstick and this was the color. But it looks like, okay. So that would make this the gloss then. So let's go ahead, let's swatch. Okay. So the gloss, it smells like kind of fruity and strawberry. It's like a really nice light type of pink. And then for the lipstick is another type of pink, and I think this is going to go literally like so perfectly with what we've got going on. I didn't grab a lip liner because I thought it was a liquid lipstick, but let's just apply it without. Like we can do that. This is really bright. Okay. not super used to like really bright colors and like nudes. I'm more of like a darker kind of lady. I'm gonna put on some gloss. There we go. So here is the completed and final look, just doing like a really fun kind of like spring look. We used a couple of new products that I really enjoyed. The lip combo, I think the lipsticks are nice and creamy. The gloss was really nice as well, but it's very bright. I don't know what I think of this quite yet, just because it makes me nervous. Let me know what you guys think of the lip color. Is it a me kind of a color? Is it not? I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. Let me know all that down below. The Prima Donna blush, the Danessa Myricks. I love that formula. It starts off as like a cream and then it dries down into a powder. And what I really like about the powder is that like it just kind of will blur your skin. Like my skin is very blurred except for where I put that highlighter on top. They're very nice, very pigmented. Like I literally just had to work off the back of my hand. Love those. This palette is really cute as well. It has a lot of like the colors that I really like, you know, like a purpley pink, some greens in there as well. I think the palette works really well together. I really like it. The shade was a little bit chunky for the inner corner, but it's not a deal breaker because honestly I could go in on the lid and it would be fine. So I mean, yeah, that's pretty, that's beautiful. But overall I'm loving this look. It's really cute for like spring, summer, whatever you are feeling. I am loving it. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, I would love it if you guys would give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, click the little bell if you have not yet already, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.